At any given moment, a network of transmission lines across the country moves electricity from where it is generated to where it is used in our homes and businesses. This system is what forms our nation's electric grid. We have come to expect dependable, affordable electricity at the flick of a switch. But some areas have transmission limitations. What happens then? People may experience high costs, more frequent power outages, and delayed access to reliable electricity. Issues like these affect Americans all over the country. To address them, the U.S. Department of Energy, or DOE, uses a number of tools. One tool is designating certain geographic areas as National Interest Electric Transmission Corridors, or NIETCs. A NIETC is not a specific transmission project, but rather an area of the country where DOE has found that people are either currently or expected to be negatively affected by insufficient electricity transmission. To designate an area as a NIETC, DOE must clarify how insufficient transmission in that area negatively affects people and how transmission development will impact the area's environment, community, and resources, as well as how best to address those impacts. To accomplish this, DOE conducts careful analysis and engages with tribes, states, communities, landowners, and those whose livelihoods depend on the land. DOE will document this information in an official report to finalize a NIETC designation. Demand for increased transmission is widespread, so identifying areas that need it most is a big task. A vital part of this process is getting input from a broad range of people and groups. In December 2023, DOE announced a new 4-phase process it plans to follow to identify where to designate NIETCs. This process also provides an opportunity for engagement and input at each phase from anyone interested in the process, including tribes, states, communities, landowners, key decision makers, and other stakeholders. Designating an area as a NIETC does not result in any immediate transmission construction, initiation of eminent domain proceedings, taking of the land, or impacts to existing land uses. Once an area is designated as a NIETC, improvements to address insufficient transmission can happen in different ways, all of which require additional opportunities where impacted landowners and communities can participate and make their voice heard. First, NIETC designation can raise public awareness and support and can encourage meaningful conversations in the area. This can spark action to address a transmission need, like an upgrade to the existing system, or something else like a virtual power plant. Second, if a new transmission line is proposed in a NIETC to address the insufficient transmission that DOE has identified there, the developer can access federal tools to help finance the project. DOE's Grid Deployment Office runs 2 federal financing tools unlocked by NIETC designation that can be used by developers: public-private partnerships through the Bipartisan Infrastructure Law's Transmission Facilitation Program, and direct loans through the Inflation Reduction Act's Transmission Facility Financing Program. NIETC designation also unlocks a limited federal siting and permitting tool. This tool allows the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, or FERC, to issue a permit in limited instances where a state siting authority cannot or will not issue a permit, and not before FERC runs a robust process for public input and to address impacts on landowners. Having dependable, affordable electricity is what keeps our country running. So it is in our nation's interest to ensure our electric grid is strong and accessible. Tools like these can help improve our nation's electric grid, lower consumer costs, and keep the lights on. The program isn't just about infrastructure. It's about providing for the needs of our communities for generations to come. To learn more about the NIETC program and other ways DOE's Grid Deployment Office is advancing our nation's grid, visit energy.gov/GDO/NIETC.